All right, team. Week 15, Buffalo Bills, Drew Lock. The question is, did Drew Lock officially take a step back? So, before we do this, I got to remember, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I have no idea where the button is. I know people always do like the button. I got no idea how to do that. I also don't know where the button is, but please subscribe to it. And if you do, we're going to do a little giveaway. So, comment. You get yourself maybe a beanie, maybe a hat. Maybe we send out a bunch of them. I don't know how many we're going to send out. We got a ton. So, yeah. Subscribe and either tweet me or DM me on Instagram or comment on this YouTube video and say, hey, Tim, I subscribed. And then we'll pick 5, 10 winners. Send out a bunch of beanies. Send out a bunch of hats. You got to love it. Let's take a look at the tape. This is going to be one of the longer videos maybe because there's a lot of good stuff to cover. So, we always start with the good. Okay? First throw of the day. First throw of the day is what we're going to start with. Sorry, I got to put my phone down because, it'll ring or something. My favorite thing. Here we go. We got a little motion across man zone indicator. Remember, if they run with like this, it's man-to-man. Okay? Man-to-man, right away, Drew Lock knows where he's got his best matchup. He's got Fant on the speed out against an inside leverage. Speed out. Against an inside leverage defender. This is as good as it gets from a matchup perspective. Okay? Fant's wide open. Drew delivers a really good football. We'll play it back one more time so you guys can see it in full motion. Boom, one skip on the drop. Drives it outside. Turns it upfield, first down. I mean, I really love just the drive starter to begin with, right? Okay? Obviously, look how fast this guy is hauling across. He's clearly in man-to-man, right? So it's a great decision. Great, look. Oh, he threw to his first progression. Well, yeah, bozo, he got to the right spot. Sorry, everyone just always trashes throwing the first progression. It doesn't make sense. It's grinds my gears. Anyways, here we go. This is another great one. Boom, little run action boot, right? Look at the pull, guys. You guys see it? Boom, little QB movement here. We're on the move, okay? So let's talk progressions. This is a third progression throw, okay? Progression 1 is going to be the corner. Progression 2 is going to be the flat. We call it tits to the flat. That's what you'd say in an NFL locker room. I don't know if I'm going to get censored for that. And then we got an over route coming. Noah Fant is going to feel this defender getting, and he's going to settle down. And that's what makes this so special, okay? So he feels this guy in front. He starts to settle down in this window. Let me clear all these so we can watch it full speed, okay? Lock on the move. Fant starts to settle. Works all the way back in. Progression 3. Delivers a strike for a huge gain. Love this play, too. Love this. Better look at it so you guys can see the run action. Here you go, little run action pull, boom, but it turns into QB movement, so we'd actually call it QB movement, not run action. And here he is, throwing across his body, but not really. Guys, this is a highly trained throw. Every QB, every coach works this all the time. Just working through your progression. Look, eyes high to that corner right now, eyes high, then he gets low, and then he gets back across. Boom. I love this, man. That's great stuff. We should feel really good as of right now. Feel really, really good. Okay. Here we go. A little motion across. You see the bump. Highly likely that it's zone. So this is one of my, I don't want to say favorite throws because my favorite throw is coming up. But this is just a good look at playing quarterback, okay? They're going to try to work a little X heaven. They're going to try to steal one, okay? X heaven's a high angle, right? Heaven, going to heaven, that's way up, okay? Heaven, it's a high angle corner, right? Inside, they've got the sail route, okay? So they're trying to get someone to run, and then they're going to try to get him to drop off. You're going to see a ton of sink, is what we call it from the defense. He's just going to work down all the way to his flat. I love it, okay? Watch him. He's trying to work the shot. You see full 5 hitch. He's trying to see it. Boom, gets out here. Let's nitpick this just a bit. The Aaron Rodgers of the world would probably try to freaking rip this thing flat, throw Judy flat right here. It's a greedy throw. He just works to his check down and gets a first down out of it, right? Anytime you go from 1st and 10 to 1st and 10, hey, I'm a fan. All of Broncos country should be too. Okay, little double cadence. Hot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitch. Boom. Gets the flat. Love it. This is my favorite throw of the day. Okay? So, here's what we've got, guys. We've got, let's call it quarters, right? It starts as like a press, but they're bailing to quarters, right? 29's bailing out of here. So we've got quarters, right? Quarters is quarter, 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 quarter. We got hook curl, mid hook, hook curl. The reason I'm drawing these at angles because they're going to work to the 3 receiver side. Okay? The concept is F fluty. So we've got a big stick at 8 post here. We've got the fluty route here. And then you're going to have a chip to flat. Okay? This is 3rd and what? 13? What you're going to see is the corner fall off and pass it to the safety. And you're going to see Drew Lock throw literally the only way that we could complete, the only real honest way we had of completing and converting this 3rd down. And he throws a hold-up ball in the slot. So look at this, right? This is a hold-up shot because he's got this guy who's going to drive, this guy coming in, this guy coming in. It's called a hold-up shot. He holds him up, right? Trying to hold him up because if you lead him, it's going to be picked. Instead, he throws a hold-up shot. Unfortunately, we drop it. I couldn't really tell. So I went to Topgolf to watch the game. Normally, I'm not allowed. Normally, it's not that I'm not allowed to. Normally, I can't watch the game because I'm training. But I went to Topgolf, watch the game. This one was kind of hard to see on the little screen at the top. Trying to work my 6-iron, but just not working. Okay, let's look at it from the tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitch. Boom. Oh, I mean, I honestly think it's probably his best throw of the game. Little hold-up shot. Hey. Got to move on. Okay. Here we go. A little 3rd down right here. Oh, we all know this one. This one's great. Okay. Concept here. We got a little circus route. Or no. Sorry. We do not have circus. We have a blaze 8. Okay. Which is a post for 3 steps, then to a speed out. Julio Jones, Kyle Shanahan, Matt Ryan made this famous. The year that they made it to the Super Bowl, and then 28-3. Great story about the 28-3. So the Falcons are leading the Patriots 28-3 at the time. I was watching, and I jokingly make a bet with my wife, who knows nothing about football, and I say, "Hon, I bet you if the Falcons win, I'll pay you $100, but if they lose, you pay me $500." You guys know what happened. Patriots win, Falcons lose. Inevitably, my wife doesn't pay me though because she does everything else for me, and why would you pay? She's a rock star. Anyways, okay, we got the blaze 8. So check it out. Look at him. You see Jerry Jeudy selling this right on the post, and then watch him, boom, snap out of it. And this is just a great ball. I want to see it from the tight for Drew Lock's perspective because this is unbelievable. So you see him, 1, 2, 3, boom, hard climb up, right? He sees a little gap. He's going to hard climb and then just delivers this thing. Oh, it's money, man. Money. Money in the bank. We got a little vapor trail. So all this is it's just a little corner route with an option underneath, okay? That's all it is. That's all it is. Look how good of a ball this is. 1, 2, 3. Quick slide. Deliver a strike. Touchdown. Broncos country goes crazy. Everybody loves it. 1, 2, 3. Know where you're going. That's a strike. And that's a great catch by Noah Fant. Unbelievable. Okay. Now we got to get to the bad. Okay? And to be honest, there was a fair amount. Some of these get nitpicky. Sorry, I'm looking at the list on the left. Some of these get nitpicky, but there was a fair amount of bad. First one is the speed out to Jeudy, okay? So we've got man-to-man, right? Check it out, okay? We're going to have a guy, we're going to be man-to-man on the point. We're going to be man-to-man here and man-to-man here. First, let's talk about he chooses the speed out, which I don't mind, right? A lot of coaches coach, hey, let's go to the speed out. For some reason, that's not deleting. A lot of coaches coach, let's go to the speed out, okay, on first down. Or sorry, against man. Let's go to the speed out against man. The speed out is open. The footwork, again, look at that little hitch. You guys see that little hitch at the top? So it's the one skip, and then that little hitch makes him so late that should have been a pick six. That's not the only thing I want to nitpick him for. The other thing I want to nitpick him for is I like a pivot against man more, which is get in here, sit down, and then break out. Watch how this thing pops. Boom. This, to me, when he's running out of it, if we give him a good ball, he probably turns upfield and we have a shot at it. If not, we just have an easier field goal attempt, right? So that's the first piece. But watch the footwork again, guys. You see it right here. And again, I've already said the right foot back thing, so you guys know where I stand on that. But you see that little hitch? Did you guys see that? Okay. Demo, because there was a lot of excitement about when I demoed. Okay? So he's here. He's got his right foot back, and he does this. Okay? And then he does that little hitch, or that little, we call it a reset. What we'd rather see Okay, I got to do it with right foot back. What we'd rather see is this and then ball right off of it. Okay, we coach guys to hit the inseam of their foot, right? You hit the inseam of your foot and it's like a pitcher's mound, okay? You're going to come right off it. Okay, you're going to make you a little bit quicker to the route. Okay, instead we reset, and honestly, it should have been 6 points for Buffalo. But we got lucky. He's got DB hands, huh? DB hands work to our advantage here. What do we have on this one? Oh, yeah. So he corrected this on the touchdown pass because this is earlier before the touchdown pass. Very similar concept, okay? Very similar concept, which is the corner with the option route underneath. Let me always preface this, guys. I don't know what Coach Shermer is coaching him. With that being said, anytime you run option, it should be a top-down read, meaning I start with the corner and then I get down to the option. This, to me, looks like he goes to it right away, okay? And because he goes to it right away, I think we miss out on an opportunity to throw a back pylon. Now, granted, this guy's driving because he sees his eyes, okay? But the way he's flat-footed, I honestly think a back pylon ball to Jerry Jeudy, I think is an easy money touchdown here. Instead, right, the guy drives on it, makes a pretty good play. So, listen, again, I want to say I don't know what he's getting coached from a read perspective. This could have been the correct read. I just don't like it. So, it's either a criticism of Drew Lock or Coach Shermer. Okay? Now we got ourselves a little, let's call it Z Samurai. Okay? So what we've got is we got the X receiver taking the roof off the defense, and we've got the Z on an ultra deep over. Okay? Usually this is designed to not throw this, but to throw the deep over. Okay? Little action. Okay? Do I think that he could just let this thing rip all the way downfield and give Jerry Jeudy a chance with the situation of the ball game? Of course I do. What we can't have is this kind of ball security. Let me show it here. What we can't have is this. Okay, you know at this point, okay, hitch, utter chaos is around you as a quarterback. You know 2 hitches and it's chaos, right? People are closing in. These guys are so good in the NFL. They don't want sacks. They want sack fumbles, man. That's how they get paid. So we cannot have this kind of ball security. That's egregious in my opinion. So can't have that. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Look at this guy. Whoop, whoop. That's pretty crazy. Okay, moving on. So here's a nitpicky. Here's a real nitpicky one for me. Okay? You guys know I'm trying not to be super nitpicky, but I got to. Okay? So here we go. Same sort of concept that we've seen, okay, with the post option and the dig behind it. Okay, a lot of people would call this like Y in. Okay, we say Y because it's to the Y side. Okay, not because the Y is actually running the end. I don't know why it's not letting me delete stuff. It's kind of frustrating. He has to feel this, okay? And again, this is nitpicky, but he needs to get to his check down here. He sees him there. You can see he starts to react to it. Just get to your check down. Don't try to do that. Just get to your check down. So that's, super nitpicky. But again, look, he registers it right there. He knows. Just get it to your check down. Get it to your check down. He did it earlier in the game to Melvin Gordon. He got to his check down right away. So that's why I'm going to start to nitpick is because he did it already. Okay. 3rd and 22. We've got ourselves a little dropout, okay? So we got double seam here, guys. Double seam is just verticals and a dropout outside. In any other circumstance, the dropout, this is probably the right throw. 3rd and 22, there's 2 things that need to happen. You either throw it right now to your seam, or you throw your check down. What you don't do is lob it outside late for another drop 6. Okay? Yeah, that just can't happen. That just can't happen. Boom, it needs to go to tight end now, or just get to your check down. Do not make it worse. Do not make it worse. And do not train bad habits. Okay, last clip. Last poor clip. Okay, this, we just hate the fadeaway. Okay, and the reason we're going to hate it is because, so one, let's just watch the clip. Okay, you're going to see him fade away. He's fading away to the left, and he just throws an absolute prairie dog ball. Boom, prairie dog's dead. Okay, Now we got to see why it's so bad. You say, oh, it's late in the game. Tammy didn't want to take a hit. Exactly. But it's bad because we had it accounted for. It's bad because Melvin Gordon cross-read this thing, and look at him pick this up. That's why it's bad. It's bad because there's a clear lane to step up in if he wants to. Okay? It ain't like we're throwing a speed out, right? We're throwing a 9-stop. One skip, you can climb once and get rid of it. That we can't have. Can't have that. So, listen. Did he take a step back? That was the question at the very beginning, right? And it depends on how you're looking at it. My gut instinct, yeah, slight step back. But from a progression standpoint, talking about where I want his eyes, right? We've talked about this a lot. He's right on track. From the execution or from the, hey, I wanted to see this many touchdowns or whatever everyone in Broncos country wanted to see, yeah, it looked like he took a step back. In terms of the growth, you've got to remember, right? It's not this line. It's a little stock chart, right? In and out, okay? Some days, stimulus deal doesn't get done and it goes way down. Other days, we go to the moon. So, listen, Carolina was to the moon. Right now, we're struggling to get the stimulus deal done and the stock's down a little bit, right? That's all it is. So, I'm still optimistic. A lot of people call me an apologist. I don't even know what that means. I'll have to look it up. Some people have tried to explain it to me. It makes no sense. The analytics stuff that people are sending to me about expected completion percentage to this, it makes no sense. What makes sense to me is he making progressions? Is he working through his reads? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think from where he was in Atlanta to where he is today is a drastic increase in his PSL pre/post snap decision making. So I'm optimistic. I'm excited to watch this game, especially because I know you guys aren't going to like to hear this, but I am a Justin Herbert fan. I think he's doing a great job, so I'm excited. I'm also considering, and comment, if you've stuck all the way through this, I appreciate you. Comment if you want to see this. I'm considering doing maybe a Darnold breakdown, maybe a Wentz breakdown, maybe a Stafford breakdown, because those are some guys that are getting linked to Broncos country. So I'm thinking about doing that. So, guys, please subscribe. Win yourself a beanie. Right here again. Beanie hat. Win yourself something. I'll see you guys for week 16. Later.